Hi, I'm Annie Fitzsimmons. I'm your Washington Realtors legal hotline lawyer, and I want to share with you a question that I received that I found to be fascinating. The question was, can I hire an unlicensed person to photograph and evaluate property for me that a buyer I represent may be interested in, but the property is located a far distance from me or in a remote area that I don't access? The answer to that question is easy. Taking a picture is not a real estate brokerage service, and so anybody can take a picture, and you can compensate anybody to take a picture. The question of evaluating the property, I'm not even sure what it means to evaluate the property in that context, but I don't want to dwell on that question. The real issue that I found fascinating about this question is the notion that broker is intending to sell property to a buyer that broker represents, but the property is an area that broker either can't access or chooses not to access because it's too far away. Brokers, if you're in that position, refer that buyer to a broker in the community where that property is located. Believe it or not, there are real estate licensees in every corner of this state. There is a real estate professional who is familiar with the neighborhood where that property is located, familiar with the other industry professionals in that area, a professional who knows the market, knows the value of properties, knows the features that buyer needs to be paying attention to with respect to the property that buyer's considering purchasing. And for a broker who is located physically in an area so remote or so geographically removed from the real property itself, that broker has to hire somebody else to take a picture so that broker can share that picture with broker's buyer, means that broker is not geographically competent to sell that property. Remember, brokers, you owe a duty of reasonable skill and care to every party in every transaction, regardless of agency. When you're representing a buyer, you owe to buyer a duty to take no action that's adverse or detrimental to buyer's interest in the transaction. I cannot conceive of how you will perform with reasonable skill and care and take no action that's adverse or detrimental to buyer's interest in a transaction if the property is so far removed from you that you can't or won't access the property. In that situation, refer that buyer to a broker in the community where the property is located, negotiate a referral agreement, accept a referral fee in compensation for referring that buyer to that broker, and fulfill your agency law duties while allowing the buyer to benefit from another professional in the location where that property is, who will also fulfill their agency law duties to your buyer. I hope this makes sense. If it doesn't, send an email to me because we need to talk. Legal hotline at warealtor.org. Thank you for being a Washington Realtor member.